Sure sets you back a bit, doesn't it?
That's one way of putting it.
Wonder who could have done it.
And why?
Oh, I can think of a reason or two.
Where's Alice?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Don't you think you ought to find her and tell her what happened?
Later, Scotty. Right now, you and I better come up with 2 airtight alibis.
Oh, yeah? I don't see why that's so important.
You will. As soon as Scorpio starts wondering what the motives were for killing Susan, you and I share a winner.
Forgery.
Susan threatened to prosecute us. Even the bank knows that. Well, that ties in perfectly to murder.
Yeah, that's right. By the way, I never got around to asking you. Where were you tonight?
But you're asking me now.
Well, unless you want to volunteer it.
I was right here in the apartment.
All night?
Yes, all night.
You prove it?
No, Scotty, I've been here alone.
That's too bad.
Well, where were you?
I told you where I was.
Right. Over at Susan's cottage making up with the wife, correct?
Yeah, right, something like that.
Then why didn't you stay there?
Because I had to get to the office. I had paperwork to do.
Oh, urgent paperwork that needed attending to.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it did need attending to.
Why don't you save that for the cops, Scotty? I'm on your side, remember?
Yeah.
You know I am. Come on, we need each other. We have to stick together on this. Neither of our stories are any good. It's going to be hard for Scorpio to keep a straight face while listening to our lines.
Yeah, well, what if it's the truth?
You tell me, counselor. What difference does it make in justice? The proof or the truth? Stick with me on this. That's our agreement. And as long as we keep together, we'll be fine. It's always worked in the past, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Alibis just might get us in a little deeper.
Scotty, it can't get any worse.
Yeah, it can get worse. These guys can poke holes right through thin air, you know, especially a story like ours.
Well, we're just going to have to think up one that they'll buy.
Maybe, but I can't lie about going back over to Susan's house because Alice was there for most of the discussion.
We got a problem.
Yeah. That's why I want you to find Alice. I want you to go and talk to her. Comfort her. Because right now we need Alice on our side more than anybody else.
For you. For you.
For us.
Whatever you say, partner. I know we can go the distance. Especially now that the biggest obstacle's been removed conveniently from our lives. With Susan dead, you and I have it all. Mother.
Oh, what do you want?
I've been looking all over for you.
Okay, so you found me. So why don't you just get lost?
I was frantic. I went over to Kelly's and I talked to Rose. She told me you were here.
Fine friend she is.
Don't blame her. I begged her to tell me.
Listen, if you don't mind, I would really like to be alone.
Not now. Not at a time like this.
So what's wrong?
It's Susan.
What now?
She's dead.
No?
I heard Scorpio called and said she was murdered tonight. He told Scotty, and Scotty told me. I came to find you as soon as I could.
Oh, my God.
Are you going to be all right?
Jason, is he?
He's missing. No one knows where he is. Mother, I know it's terrible. It's a shock to everybody.
No.
No.
No. I saw it coming.
How?
It was bound to happen. Or something like this. She brought it on herself. I told her. I said, Susan, you hate too much, it comes back at you. And it did. And now she's destroyed. I never thought.
We all tried to get through to her mother. She was just such a stubborn woman.
But the killer's blood.
imagine who would do a thing like that.
You've only done something.
Oh, Mom, don't blame yourself. You tried everything you could. We all did.
You.
What?
You couldn't.
Mother, I'm just as upset as you are.
Why? Because you couldn't get rid of Susan before this?
You don't know what you're saying.
Heather, did you kill Susan?
Mother!
You answer me!
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know that you and murder are no strangers.
Please, you're upset.
Just
let me
get your hands off of me.
Mother, please.
Thank God help you. Because I can't cover for you this time. And if you killed Susan, you deserve whatever you get.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Now, let's go over this one more time, shall we? Exactly what happened from the moment you got to the front door?
We were at the front door. We were about to knock. We heard a scream. We ran upstairs. We found Jackie in the bedroom, and Susan was lying on the floor. That's it.
What were you doing?
She asked us. I assumed it had something to do with Jason.
What about it?
Well, his financial situation. It's no secret we settled quite a generous trust on the little tyke.
So?
Well, she knew how much we cared about the boy, how concerned we were about his welfare. I just assumed she wanted to talk about his future.
So you want me to believe that Susan Baldwin invited all three of you over here at 10 o'clock on a Friday night just to discuss Jason's bank account?
You know, we're all awfully busy during the day. It's very difficult for all of us to get together.
Then you're all in big trouble. And I suggest you all get your acts together. Otherwise, you're going to have all the spare time you can handle in jail.
Come on, Mother, I know you're upset about Susan. I am, too.
Don't make me laugh. Look, you may be able to fool everybody else, but I know my daughter and you're capable of anything.
Keep your voice down.
Why? Everybody in this town knows what you're like. You and Scotty must have killed Susan.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, my God, I was so naive. And you conned me right from the start. I should have listened to her.
She was lying to you.
No, she was desperate. And she was frightened. Because she's the only one who saw through the two of you. And now she's dead because of it.
Mother, you don't know what you're saying.
And I'm partly to blame. God, Susan needed somebody. And I wouldn't believe her.
She thought the world of you, Mother. You meant the world to Susan.
Oh, for all the good it did her. How could I have been so blind?
Mrs. Grant,
Yes.
the police commissioner would like to talk to you. Well, both of you. You are Heather Weber, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'll have to ask you both to come along with me. Huh?
No?
Yes, ma'am. The commissioner's waiting. We're also searching for the victim's son. Do either of you have any idea where he might be?
Oh, God. Don't tell me anything's happened to the baby.
We don't know that it has, ma'am. We're just trying to locate the boy. Do you have any information as to his whereabouts?
No. I haven't seen him. Did you ask Mrs. Bowman?
Who's that?
She was Susan's housekeeper. She took care of Jason.
Oh, I'll give her a call.
If she doesn't know where he is, I can't imagine where he is.
Well, we'll find him. Now, if you'll just come along with me to Mrs. Baldwin's house, huh?
No, no, no.
I'm afraid I have to insist.
No, I'm not going back there. It's too awful. I just can't.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but you're going to have to. I have orders to bring you there.
Come on, Mother. I'll help you.
Leave me alone. I don't want any more to do with you until I know you had nothing to do with this.
Come on, Mother. It'll be all right. Please. I'm sorry. She's not herself. She doesn't know what she's saying.
You better be going. I'll be right outside.
Here we are.
I'm ready. One more thing. If you had anything to do with Susan's death, you're going to face the consequences on your own. If you're innocent, you have nothing to fear because justice will prevail.
But But it already has, Mother. Magnificently. Susan got exactly what was coming to her.